You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got breaking news in here. Kenny Pickett is officially a Philadelphia Eagle. Now, the other day when the Steelers signed Russell Wilson, I said then it's going to be very interesting to see the reaction from Kenny Pickett because we know he didn't act very professional when it looked like he lost his job last year to Mason Rudolph after an injury. Well, Mason came in and balled out and led the Steelers to the playoffs. He saved their season. Well, Mason is with the Tennessee Titans. Kenny Pickett is with the Philadelphia Eagles. And yes, there's been a little confirmation that Kenny Pickett was pissed off, and that's what led to this trade. Also, all right, we're going to look at social media because as you can expect, and I understand why, the Justin Fields trade social media explosion just took off. Okay, the moment that it looks like Russell Wilson is the only quarterback on the roster, now everybody is drawing lines for Justin Fields back to a team that we talked about before, which is Arthur Smith and the Steelers. Offensive coordinator, right? It looks to me like Arthur probably should have traded for Justin Fields last year. He might still have a job, and Desmond Ritter's not even on the Falcons anymore, so that's how that worked out. So anyway, let's get to this. Kenny Pickett is headed to the other side of Philadelphia. This is PFT. According to multiple reports, the Steelers have agreed to trade Pickett to the Eagles. Adam Schefter has the specifics. He reports that Pittsburgh will receive a third-round pick, number 98, and two 2025 seventh-round picks. In addition to Pickett, Philadelphia will receive a fourth-round pick, 120, to complete the deal. Number 20th overall pick of the 2022 draft started 24 games for Pittsburgh over the last two seasons, compiling a 14-10 record. Okay, so he had a winning record. While he led 6 fourth-quarter comebacks with 7 game-winning drives, Pickett's overall performance was not particularly impressive. He completed 63% of his throws for 2,404 yards with 7 TDs, 9 interceptions as a rookie. 2023 completed 62% of his passes for 2,070 yards, 6 TDs, and 4 picks. After Pickett suffered an ankle injury in 2023, the Steelers elected for Mason Rudolph, and they continued to start him once Pickett was healthy. Multiple reports indicate Pickett preferred to move on with a fresh start once the Steelers signed quarterback Russell Wilson. Enter in Outkick, who's got more on this. It was obvious to anyone's eyes Kenny Pickett wouldn't be thrilled about the Steelers signing Russell Wilson. It's been all about Russell Wilson since he boarded on. So, this is it. Steelers Pro Shop. New Jersey arrival, number 3, Russell Wilson. But the plot gets deeper than that, folks, okay? It was either going to leave Pickett peeved, he was looking like a second fiddle, or it was going to leave him peeved and ready to compete for a starting job. This is the part that makes him look terrible. The fact that he is not taking the approach that I can go in there and defeat a 35-year-old Russell Wilson that Sean Payton and Pete Carroll no longer wanted, that he doesn't feel like he can compete and do that, that says a lot about Kenny Pickett, who was a guy I liked last year till he showed his ass after he got benched for Mason Rudolph. I was out right there on the spot. And the Steelers are apparently taking the third option. The Steelers, of course, it goes on to talk about the trade. It's contingent on a physical, as you can expect. So, here we go. Apparently, Pickett pitched something of a fit over Russell Wilson's arrival. Lost his temper. And maybe, just maybe, it was something of an understandable fit, but because the competition everybody thought was about to ensue, Pickett and Wilson was perhaps stacked in Wilson's favor. This is interesting, okay? This is the interesting part because they're talking about the fact that Russell was actually going to end up getting, yes, they were going to each get some reps with the starters, but Russell was going to open practices. Here it is right here. Steelers don't believe the competition was stacked in anyone's favor. It was going to be a competition, but Wilson, it was getting the respect of opening practices with the starters. Pickett didn't like it and asked out. Man, I said, look, there was a scenario back when Russell Wilson was drafted by the Seahawks. Okay, the Seahawks signed this former backup who looked like he was about to set the world on fire as a starter by the name of Matt Flynn, okay? And Matt Flynn went in there as a hot-shot free agent for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll and John Schneider drafted Wilson in the 3rd round out of Wisconsin, and Russell Wilson went in there and ripped that job away from Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn was never Matt Flynn after that. And that's exactly the attitude, frankly, I was hoping Kenny Pickett was going to show up with. And nope, threw a fit, wanted out of town. All right, so here we are. That brings us back to Justin Fields. It has now exploded, as you can imagine, Justin Fields to Pittsburgh. Looks like Fields to Pittsburgh is back on the menu, boys. Yeah. Fields to Pittsburgh makes sense because Russell was only there for 1 year. The best case is Wilson plays well, Fields learns under him, and can hit the ground running next year. Worst case, Wilson plays poorly, gets hurt, Fields comes in and saves the day. Yeah, there's another scenario. Believe it or not, I can't believe this is going to come out of my mouth, but it could happen. George Pickens is there. They got some weapons. Russell Wilson throws 35 touchdowns, and you can't let Justin Fields have the job. That would become a little awkward, you know. Let Fields to Pittsburgh narrative begin in 3, 2. Here we are talking about it. My Fields to Pittsburgh agenda lives again. The Undertaker cometh back out of the casket alive. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic wrestling narrative is what that is. The math is starting to math on a potential Justin Fields to Pittsburgh trade. I mean, it's alive. Gene Wilder, that's right. Young Frankenstein, Fields to Pittsburgh is still alive. This is a narrative, guys. It really is. It's interesting. Now, this person brings up a very damn good point. Everyone is saying Fields to Pittsburgh, which is why I'm expecting the Ryan Tannehill signing notification to drop soon. Arthur Smith, Ryan Tannehill, it's something we talked about in the past. There is a world where they don't trade for Justin Fields and they sign Ryan Tannehill as the backup there. That could happen. Yes, sir, Justin Fields to Pittsburgh's agenda is real. I mean, it's back, guys. It is back. I just got chills. If Omar Khan is doing this to bring in Justin Fields to Pittsburgh, my Lord, oh my Lord. Let the crying about the narrative of Fields to Pittsburgh begin in 3, 2. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Blitzburg on Twitter /X. There's no way around it. Bring Justin Fields to Pittsburgh. Give a third that you just got and a sixth, and there you go. That is a fake Adam Schefter reporting a Justin Fields to Pittsburgh trade. There you go. There you go. It's all over. Last I saw, 70,000 tweets on Justin Fields. Something to do with something in Pittsburgh. There you go. Wow. I can't say I'm super surprised about Kenny Pickett. He disappointed me last year, and here we are. You know, I can't believe you got, dude, if you're going to play NFL quarterback, you got to have some dog and some fight in you. You got to look up and go, how old am I? How old is Russell Wilson? I can go out and my tiny hands can beat him out of that job. Oh, man, did I just clown Kenny Pickett? My bad. So tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Maybe Kenny Pickett's hands will grow under Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles. Wouldn't that be wild if he went in there and took that job from Jalen Hurts? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.